You're willing to give 200k for Kounde and Ligt, but you give our assets, our homegrown talent in Andreas Christensen, a pathetic order. What? Let's get into it. Welcome to the Kavkas View, guys, and today's video is an insightful one. Today's video is an inspiring one, and today's video is one that really frustrates me. This is just a general way of how Chelsea run business at this moment in time. Look, we're linked with Ligt. Ligt's a very good player, we're going to cover him. We're linked with Kounde. We are going to be getting centre-backs because at the end of next season, we're going to be left with only 2 active members on the squad. 2 active members. Rudiger, out of contract. Christensen, out of contract. Azpilicueta, out of contract. Thiago Silva, out of contract. And Chalobah only has a year and 7 months left. This isn't right, and we're going to have to get to the bottom of the issue. Let's go. But obviously, you guys already know the deal. Hit that like button, subscribe to the channel. It supports and goes a long way. So, before we continue, in the comments below, out of the 5 players I mentioned, who are you giving a new contract? I need to know who it is, because it will actually mirror and understand, for me, who the fan base wants to keep. So we're going to start at the very top and we're going to make our way down. We're going to start off with Antonio Rudiger. So Antonio Rudiger's agents and representatives are getting really frustrated with Chelsea, but are still open to the idea of staying at Chelsea. The preference is next year he's going to be a Chelsea player when his contract expires. But, the key but, Chelsea are offering him 140k to 150k base salary. Rudiger says, no, I don't want that. I need more. I deserve more. Which, in my opinion, he is within his right. He sees David Alaba moving and getting 350,000 at Real Madrid. He sees Varane coming over for 250. He sees Maguire on big money. Why does he not deserve it when he's a Champions League winner? Then, you start looking at Andreas Christensen. Christensen is in the exact same boat. When you think about Andreas Christensen, graduate, did his time, did the years, went on loan, came back, sat on the bench, didn't complain much, had one area of complaint if I'm not mistaken. All of a sudden, broke into the team and he's a boss. He is unmovable from this team. And Chelsea are offering him 140k a week again. And you're going to say, you know what, if you're offering Rudiger that and you're offering Christensen that, it's only fair. It's not. It really isn't. Both players deserve more. And the reason both players deserve more is because that's way below the base value of the team. Chelsea have got a structure and they don't want to increase that structure because it means there's a cyclical effect that other people are going to be asking for more money. The way it works is Saul is on 250. Let that sink in. Then you have Werner on 200. Ben Chilwell on 190. Why is Andreas Christensen going to settle for 140 when he's arguably the most important centre-back at the club? Rudiger, arguably the most important centre-half at the club. Yet, Chelsea want to lowball him, which boils my blood now. Because if you're going to lowball them, make it make sense. The reason you're going to make it lowball them is because you don't have funds. Not because you're trying to get Matthias de Ligt or Jules Kounde. That makes no sense to me. Like, let's decipher this and break this down. If you want to let Rudiger go, I understand, all right? Rudiger's got turning nearly 30, and in your head, he's 30, so it's unpredictable what's going to happen with his development. Fair enough. I get that. I don't believe in that camp. I'm not a member of that camp. I think once players turn 30, they don't magically turn terrible. Look at Thiago Silva, look at Azpilicueta. Yet, Christensen, it makes no sense. Let's break it down. Jules Kounde will cost around £60 million. De Ligt, maybe the same, maybe more. Okay, so now we're going to start deciphering it and breaking it down into more details. How much wages are they going to be on? 200k each, guaranteed. Both players will be demanding a hefty salary for moving to the European champions. They're going to be coming in with aspirations of being first team members, which is fair enough when you come in on that deal. Where they're going to be demanding first team wages. They're going to be demanding a first team fee. Their clubs are. So what does this mean? It means you're willing to pay for assets that are unknown, big sums of money, but assets that you already have, you don't want to retain your talent. Why do you not want to retain your talent? In my opinion, Christensen's better than De Ligt and Jules Kounde, because I know he can do it in the Premier League. I've seen it, I see it on a weekly basis, and more importantly, I see him lead his country. He starts for his country on a yearly basis, he dominates and bosses it with Denmark. I am happy with who Christensen is. I don't want an upgrade on Christensen. I know how good he is. I know why I want to give him a new contract. And I know why I want to keep it. But Chelsea actively don't want to do this. And it's frustrating. Then the school of thought comes out. What are we going to do with the 2 senior members? Well, the reality is we know Azpilicueta is going to get another year's deal. Azpilicueta will bob his way to another deal. And the reason he's going to do it is because he's the captain of the club. You don't let the captain go. And the rumours have it that Thiago Silva is going to get another deal because the club view him so highly, they respect him, they see how good he is, which he is, obviously. Like, if he wasn't, would we not be thinking about? He gets priority as well. So both of them are going to be getting new deals. Both of them aren't going to get as crazy contracts, I guarantee you. But it's still planning, kicking the ball down the curb. It's literally, we'll deal with it later. We'll deal with it later. The problem is, later will come and kick you in the arse. Like, later will come and catch up with you eventually. If you don't be proactive, if you don't plan ahead, you will get found out. And that's the issue. So please, Chelsea, sort this out. I said a lot of things there. I said a lot of things for you guys to decipher. And the way I'm going to break it down is very simple, all right? The way I'm going to break it down is very simple. Christensen deserves a new deal. I'm giving him that new deal. I'm giving him 140, 180, 190, whatever he wants. Nowhere higher than 200. He can get that bench or wage. He deserves it. De Ligt or Kounde, one of the two will do. You bring one of the two in, give Thiago Silva an extension. You're most probably going to give Azpilicueta the extension. And Rudiger, it's as simple as this. If Rudiger's asking for crazy 200k plus wages, let him go. And you're going to say, why let him go? Because I feel like we can replace him. I do. I feel like the system we have in place works. The system we have is fantastic. The system that we have currently gets the best out of individuals, and I think that's important to note, and I think that's important to factor into consideration that our system is a very good system. So if it means we sell him on and someone else comes in, so be it. Brother, you need to move on and we need to respect you. So thank you for everything you've done, but we need to keep hold of Rudiger Christensen. He is the crown jewel of our team. Literally came through the youth system, came through the graduate program, bossed it, absolutely is on fire right now. Thiago Silva's air, and a lot of people want to get rid of him. I just don't understand. And finally, we're going to cover one quick story about Mr. Hakim Ziyech, Saul, and Ross Barkley. A lot of criticism came through for those lot yesterday, and felt like a lot of it was forced. And when I say forced, I mean a lot of people have agendas at this moment in time now, so they need to let it off. And Malang Sarr as well, they can throw it in there. I think people love to be very extreme when it comes to those players. People love to pretend it's 50 times worse than it really is. If you look at Mr. Hakim Ziyech played very well, right? In the sense that he got an assist. And at the end of the day, the assist is all that matters, because production was 9/10 of the game. If he assists every game, we'll be gassed. But his overall performance was terrible. And I think I can't be too critical on it because he's not fit, peeps. He's actually not fit. He's been struggling for a while. Same goes for Saul. Saul had a decent game, but people are going to say he was terrible. I don't understand why people are so against Saul at this moment in time. Is it because Ruben broke through? I think that's a bad way to judge players, personally. I don't think we should have agendas. I think we should be realistic and we should be honest. This is why I always preach on this channel. I'm going to say how I feel. I don't care who it offends. I don't care what sponsors want to work with me or not. I will be within the honest truth lines. It's never personal. It is purely professional. I don't know these people. I can't be personal with them. I have no right to say anything about them personal. The worst thing I'll say is they have a stupid haircut. But otherwise, I can't be out of order. So peeps, I'm just saying here right now, be considerate. Think about why people aren't performing well before you come on here and go, he's absolutely crap, I don't rate him, Alex, I don't rate him at all. Here, we need to have a little bit more context, we need to have a little bit more evidence, and we need to have a little bit more proof. So, hit the like button, subscribe to the channel, I hope you enjoyed it. Peace out, I'm out.